All right, it's Friday, September 13th, just following up on Boeing. You can see it's making a pretty strong push down here below the intraday low towards the pre-market lows. It's starting to have a little bit of a pause down here in this area. So I just decided to exit the trade. Overall, I bought the 165 puts at 711. I scaled out at 825, set up an over trade. I had an order here trying to get 10 to scale out, to exit the rest of the position, but I just exited at 974. So overall, really, nice gain over 2 points on, half of the position. And bottom line is, I bought it early on aggressively on the first bar, and on this trade, I decided to kind of hold on through this area. So it could have been a loss if it really would have kind of bounced above the, the midpoint of yesterday and the close of yesterday. But fortunately, it just took out liquidity to the upside. There was pretty strong continuity on the 2 down day, as long as we kind of held, kind of yesterday's range that we were heading down towards. We had already made the 2 down day early on, and so I thought we were going to be heading down towards those lows. And on the weekly chart, again, the big red bar from last week, the gap down a little bit that had a little bit of buying, but obviously, is continuing lower here in this overall downtrend that's in place. So ended up being a good trade. Just thought I'd follow up on it. It's really the only trade I decided to make today early on, and then I just kind of watched it. The market's kind of choppy on a Friday after some exhaustion risk, and this was obviously a weak stock, gapping down pretty big on some pretty bad news, but then just wanted to kind of chop around a little bit before resuming the downtrend. So I still think we're heading down here until proven otherwise. I still think we're going to close the week red, and can be continuing a lot lower into next week possibly, but it's a volatile stock and a little tricky. Obviously, it's in a little bit of a tight range here the last 2 weeks, so that as well. But we did have the 2 down day. It did seem to reach its target, so that was kind of anticipated. Now you can see it's kind of pausing in here, so we'll see if it takes out those pre-market lows on some kind of pause and maybe a secondary move, but you don't know for sure. So anyway, just thought I'd follow up. It's the end of the morning, and that's pretty much it for a Friday for me for trading today.